The while modifier. So recall uh, recall that the while executes code while condition is true. So we just saw this in the previous example, right? So while this condition is true, this code is going to keep running. And here's our condition, and it'll keep running while that's true. But out in the wild, you'll see a variant of this where people have gotten this idea from other programming languages to write it out like this: a begin end statement, begin end block. Um, and again, this is really just other people's experience from other languages that have a begin end like this with the while on the outside. And you'll see something like begin code end while some condition, right? Um, and actually, here that just a little typo. I should say condition. So Matt's the creator of Ruby actually does not want us to do that. He'd prefer us to do this instead. And I got a little link to an actual email of his where he's talking about that. See if I can bring that up. See if I can still get that up online. Yeah, an actual message where people asking about this. So semantics, if unless while statement modifier. Somebody's asking him about this particular begin, some statement and then end while some condition. And he says, this is Matt's talking here. He says, don't use it, please. I'm regretting this feature and I'd like to remove it in the future if it's possible. And he's saying, instead, do this, right? That's the preferred way of doing things. And that's Mr. Matz. So let's switch back over here. And we'll review, oh yeah, I've got this other document, review modifier MD. But basically it would take this while do and turn it into like a loop do instead, and with a break statement inside of it. So it looks something more like that. And that can be used in line also. So let's see, I got some instructions to myself here. So comment all this stuff out up here and uncomment this stuff down here. Da, 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 da. So run this from the CLI. Okay, so we can run this from the command line. As the name of this file, and don't worry about this stuff here. What is DEF, END? So this is what's called a block, a method block. So we'll talk about that in an upcoming lesson. We'll probably get to the next actually methods. So here's methods. Yay. Okay, so quest name, answer yes, excuse me. Question, try again. Puts, try again while. Get stuff, chop, answer. Good job, question. Yeah, loop do. Yeah, that's not a loop. Why did I put that there? That's not a loop. Okay. I don't know why I got that there. It doesn't even make sense. Because that was the whole point of just saying question, good job. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why is that even there? Can be used in line also. Loop, do, in, but there's no loop. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, like that. Like that didn't make sense. Let's do this. We'll undo that. And we'll undo this. And we'll undo this. And we'll undo this. we'll whack that, and we'll whack that, that. Oops. That, that. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so we've got review modifiers. Let's go check out this file. That's going to be a fat markdown file. So let's open that actually in markdown, and we'll see what we've got here. So the while statement modifier normally checks the condition before entering the loop. Okay, but if the while statement modifier is on a begin in statement, then it loops at least once. Same with the until statement modifier. So we get while and until, and we've got some structure here. Begin, puts, end while, value, whatever, until, value, begin, end. And this is usually what you might see some code that looks like this again with that begin end business, right? So begin and then some logic here and then until whatever the condition is. But again, this is Matt's talking back in the day, this old email where he's saying, okay, don't do that. Instead, do a break unless or a break if inside of a loop do statement. So you've got loop do and then some logic and then break unless or break if, and all four of these guys will print out 1 through 6 as your output. But yeah, so quick takeaway, don't do that, do this. Okay.